Hey guys, it's Marco again. Finally, with some proper guide on a current patch. I decided to cover all the mage specs for pre-patch, starting with Arcane. I chose the Arcane to be my first one, because it is the strongest one damage-wise. As you know, I don't like wasting a lot of time, so let's get straight into it. Talents. I always run these talents, the only difference may be in the last row. Now let's check talents row by row. Amplification is just too good compared to other talents, so it's a no-brainer. Shimmer is the best movement talent in my opinion, but you may as well run Slipstream, that's also good for movement, since you will be clear casting a lot. Rune of Power is another no-brainer, focus magic and incantations just don't offer the same DPS value. Arcane Echo is the coolest talent visually, and it does a good amount of damage in AoE situations, as well as in solo target fights. Other talents in this row don't offer any solo target damage, but Resonance is very good in Mythic Plus situations, where you constantly have 3 to 5 enemies to hit with your Arcane Barrage. Chrono Shift is one of the best mobility talents together with Shimmer, and 50% more move speed constantly if you want it is too good to be missed. Arcane Orb is a go-to for solo targets and even multiple targets. Other talents in this row don't offer anything for solo targets, while Reverberate is good for AoE, but I still think that Arcane Orb is better and more fun to play with and offers a higher burst. And here comes the last row, in which there is actually a small difference between the talents, so it doesn't matter which one you pick, since the gameplay will remain the same. About 53% of the mages take Overpowered, while 45% take Enlightened, and the remaining 2% take Time Anomaly. My advice is that you take Enlightened if you have mana problems, so you're lacking some mastery, and you can always take it for longer fights like in Zoth. And in every other case, take Overpowered. Now for Essences. Blood of the Enemy is what players take the most. I personally don't like it. Just kidding, I'm too lazy to farm for it. So that's why I don't like it. Other than that, there is a lot of Vision of Perfection is major, even Guardian of Azeroth and Worldwide Resonance. But the most prevalent one is Blood of the Enemy, followed by Vision of Perfection. So just go with the one you prefer. I'm saying this because I see a lot of players logging with all kinds of major Azerite Essences and they're all doing good. So don't be discouraged to run something you like. If you really need to focus on the ads and AoE, I'd recommend going with Blood of the Enemy. And for minor Essences, it's not as diverse as major ones. You want to run Memory of Lucid Dreams, Vision of Perfection, if you're running Blood of the Enemy, Ancient Flame, Conflict and Strife, and the least popular minor essence is Focused Energy. Must-have ones are Vision of Perfection and Ancient Flame. If you're running Vision as major, Ancient Flame is a must, and then pick up Lucid Dreams, Conflicts and Strife, or Focused Energy, depending on your stats. Azerite Traits. Ideal traits are 3 times Arcane Pummeling, with 2 times Heart of Darkness and Clockwork Heart. But you can go with 3 times Arcane Pummeling and 3 times Heart of Darkness, that's BIS as well. And you always want to have 3 times Arcane Pummeling. You want to go with these traits in Mythic Plus most of the times, depending on the week. If you're running lower keys and going with big pulls and very fast runs for the fun, you can always go with 3 times Explosive Echo for some big arcane explosion blasting. Trinkets. This is a very short, one-sided topic. You always want to run Highborn Compendium of Storms and Manifesto of Madness. That's it, end of the story. Next. Stats. You want to have as much intellect as you can get, so get 2 intellect gems. With perfect gear, you want to be running around 400 to 420 mastery, 200 to 230 critical, 150 to 180 versatility, 130 to 150 haste. And always use raid bots or some other simulation program or page to check out your stat weights, and always go from that point forward. Opener and rotation. The only hard part to pull off is the opener, and after that point you're basically just spamming arcane missiles. So how to do the opener? You pre-pot 1 second before the pull, start pre-casting Touch of the Magi, Blood of the Enemy if you're using it, and if not, Arcane Power plus Trinket plus Racial plus Bloodlust plus Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Missiles, Presence of Mind, Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Missiles, and when your Ring of Power is over, cast another one and just spam Arcane Missiles. When you run out of mana, cast Evocation. I usually do it before my next Touch of the Magi. Cast Touch of the Magi off cooldown, so the next one lines up with your Arcane Power, and casting Rune of Power off cooldown. The only, let's say, secret is that you can spam Arcane Blasts before your second Arcane Power, so you get 2 to 3 clear casting procs for big Touch of the Magi, and that's it. This is extremely basic rotation, which offers a lot of DPS, and now I'll demonstrate it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please leave a like and consider subscribing, it will help me a lot. And if you have any questions about anything, just ask in the comments. Until next time, take care.